Vusisi Banda was the first wicket to go to the new bowler Russell, running it across him. Kalimushud taking the catch, and Sibanda gone for 17, caught behind, tried to leave it and just went off the face of the bat. Next wicket to fall, that of Terence Duffin, LBW. He got a little bit stuck and wasn't rotating the stride at all. Gone for 40, LBW. Next to go, Taylor, and another man who really slowed down the pace of the innings. He's 24, coming off 74 balls, and he was there for an hour at the crease. Hamilton Mazakatsa was almost stranded on the other end. Alton Chikabura came to the crease and tried to slog his way to a quick score. Only faced 3 balls and didn't contribute to the score at all. 166 for 4 at that stage. Alton Chikabura, in fact, that was Hamilton Mazakatsa. Saleh, 75. He contributed highest of the innings, and then there was a terrible runner. Mufambisi, just in his second game, tried to speed up the innings, but not to be at all. Matsikineri didn't move from his crease. Next wicket to fall, that of Prosputseya, caught by Kapali, bowling of Saleh for just 7 runs, 189 for 7. Zimbabwe trying to speed up all the way through here, but just lost their way. The man circling under the catch. Alok Kapali as a substitute fielder. And we have Matsikineri, next wicket to fall, also trying to go over the top. Saleh then picked up his 3rd wicket. Next to go, Anthony Ireland, going back for 2. It was suicidal all the way through. Good return from the fielder. Syed Russell, left-handed bowler, making his start in this series. Although Zimbabwe lead 3-1. Still lots to play for here, and Anthony Ireland well short. Stretching through, and finally, man to go. That was a Blessing Mawire, bowled by Saleh, who picked up his 4th wicket. 197 all out. Blessing Mawire gone for 4.
So Zimbabwe need Bangladesh, need 198 to win, or 50 overs. Just under 4 and over. Of work for Zimbabwe to this series. That's his 15 one-days he's played in 16 wickets. He'd like to get that economy down to under 4. Quite a good average, which shows that he's got the ability to take wickets.
Yeah, Rainsford did set out one of the games. It was the 3rd one, that very tight 3rd one, where Brendan Taylor proved to be the hero. Set out one game. He's nursing a bit of a side injury, but here he is with the first ball. There's a lot of movement from the Zimbabweans. They want to defend that 197 manfully. And as I mentioned, Prosputseya winning the toss here. Yes, the series is sorted out 3-1, but Brendan Taylor's been a hero before. The bowlers haven't been under pressure. The bowlers have never had to defend a target. The batsmen have always had to chase them. This is a chance
for the bowlers to show their worth. What are your thoughts about how the bowlers will respond here, Darlington?
Well, I know what they have to do is they can't bowl like that. It's a bit short and wide. It's going to be about discipline and about turning the pressure onto Bangladesh. It's about bowling good areas, getting the wicket to do, getting whatever use you're going to get out of the wicket. And it's just about being patient. You walk out there, you say 198 is the total, defending 197. I mean, you say to yourself, got to take wickets, and you make a lot of errors.
He's tried it again. This time he's got it well in front of square. He was looking for it in the first ball of the over. Succeeded this time as Shahid Nafis pulls it to the deep mid-wicket boundary.
Yeah, he knows that Ant Highland tends to bowl just slightly back of a length, and he's waiting for anything short, and he's jumped onto that one. He's absolutely pounced onto it. Crack. 4 runs.
There we go. That's the poor fielding. Hamilton Mazakatsa spoken about the fielding and how good it was and how bad it was last week Sunday, and that one is just skidded across the turf, the edge of the table. Rainsford will be bitterly disappointed.
Yeah, he should have gotten something behind it, shouldn't he? It's difficult. It's not really a bad ball. It's slightly foolish, but it's a width he's allowed to get him, and allows Nafis to get it away, and Masakaza should have done better. Bangladesh have a target of only 198.
Nicely stroked. Terence Duffin is at mid-off. He's striding after it, but he's not going to get there. It's run down towards the long-off boundary. Rajin Saleh's first run of the game. And Ireland definitely going for the fuller length, but Saleh letting his hands go through the line, not really getting his foot to the pitch of the ball. Bangladeshis don't often get that. One thing we must also remember is that they're quite short, so their reach is limited. They don't often use their feet either. That's been signalled wide. Umpire Ian Howell at square leg gave an indication to the main umpire, Kevin Barber, to say it was way over the batsman's head. He couldn't play it. First wide. It's up in the air. It's gone really fine down to fine leg. Umpire Ian Howell and Kevin Barber going to the fielder inquiring whether it's gone all the way. Ed Rainsford signals that it landed inside of the boundary. They'll take his word for it and signal 4, but it's quickly on to Saleh.
Was completed. Choice to employ the first of the power plays, and Zimbabwe will take it. Eddie Rainsford will continue.
That's the signal for the second power play. Mr. Ian Howell. Well, let's hope Rainsford hasn't been given over too much now. Again, his figures of 0 for 11 in 5, very good. He's bowled nicely. Brought that through mid-wicket. Won't go to the boundary, but they'll get a couple.
He might have put the knockers on him here. That was a good shot though. Decent delivery. Just put it ball into the gap. The fact that Saleh was running with gloves in his hand and then dropped one cost them a run there. They could easily have had 3 taken. Yeah, glove go down.
Now with a banter. Good afternoon, how are you? Hope you enjoyed your night last night, but I'm not here to do business with you.
More like, where are you going, Sonny? Nice to see a bit of aggression.
All in the spirit of the game. He's gone down the ground this time, and that will go away. He cut off good fielding. They come back for 3.
Blessing Mawiri it was who made the gather and just flicked it back to Terry Duffin, who'd followed him in one motion. This is a good bit of fielding. That came off the splice, so it wasn't great in terms of power or timing, but this is useful. Duffin's followed him.
One thing Eddie Rainsford mustn't do is to lose his cool now. It's going to be aggressive. I think he had more words with Nafis after he hit that shot. I think he has to concentrate on the next ball he got a bowl.
Rainsford asking for his fine leg to go back on the boundary.
Good delivery.
This is the largest opening partnership by the Bangladeshis during the series. They're looking for a 50. It's 48 loss in the 11th. And Sharia Nafiz has been pretty solid throughout. That first one day batted very well. Criticism that he was a little bit slow, but it was a big knock. And a couple of failures, and the last 2 one days he's batted well again.
He's just opened the face of this one and run it away. Oh, it's good fielding. Good fielding by Altan Chikambura. He certainly saved the boundary there. 50 for Bangladesh, the highest opening stand thus far in the series for Bangladesh.
Intentionally placed there. Third slip would have been interested, but of course you have no one in that position here. Chikambura's done well, because if he'd carried the ball or held the ball as he went through to make the stop, he would have gone over the ropes and it would have been 4.
Not straight on the ground, that's 4 more. Good shot. 54 without loss.
I'll tell you what, that's punishing, small man or not. It's too short, latches onto it and plays it so well, hitting it down, making sure there's no opportunity to catch the ball. 4 more. Run rate achieved 4.4 by Bangladesh, and no wickets lost there. Certainly have the upper hand. Wide open spaces now. The field set defensively. And cleverly nudged onto the onside. There's no mid-wicket in pace. He's going to have to hurry. Oh, Brendan Taylor, I think, has dropped the ball. Yes, and it's just signal out of your picture to the umpire, Ian Howell, who asked for an adjudication by the TV umpire to say, no, don't bother, don't waste your time. Just one away from 100 partnership as an opening stand. Out! Got him! What a catch! Prospo Thea has flighted one up, and Rajin Saleh, thinking he could go over the top, smashes one back, and Utea with lightning reflexes plucks it out the air. Fantastic stuff. What a catch. So Bangladesh lose their first wicket. It's Rajan Saleh, gone for 37 of 58 deliveries. They're 99 for 1.
Carnival atmosphere here at the Harare Sports Club. Bit of face painting going on. Return for 99 for 1 to 21.2 overs. It's been a long wait for the Zimbabweans. Biggest opening partnership of the tournament so far. Aftab Ahmed walks to the wicket. 800 runs to his name, average of exactly 25.
And this is why he's here. He has cracked it, and Prosper Utse has taken a very good catch, great reaction, and he's happy.
I bet he is happy. Prosper Utse dropped Nafees when he was 6. Nafees still at the wicket with 57. After Ahmed walks to the crease and gets his first run. That's 100 up for Bangladesh. Only chasing 198. Great shot. That is Shair Nafees at his best. Moves to 66. Just pounced under the front foot. Blessing Mawire coming around the wicket to him. It's right in his area. He doesn't even have his helmet on anymore. Just slaps it through the covers between the extra cover and middle. Score moves to 111 for 1 for all those superstitious out there. Well bowled. Missed everybody. Brendan Taylor could have perhaps been a chance if he had taken it. Aftab Ahmed could have maybe been stumped. It's been signalled by umpire Barber.
This is good bowling by Prosper Utse. He's absolutely foxed him. It's slower through the air and hasn't turned. Too good for Aftab Ahmed and too good for Brendan Taylor. He's just beaten them both. Would have been a stumping chance.
Yeah. Confusion altogether, and the Zimbabweans have messed up another chance. That is just poor cricket all around. And we spoke about the chances can come if they create something. I would have changed the field placing. There are 2 men only in the ring on the offside when Aftab Ahmed's facing. Just blocks it down to Mawire.
It's a simple chance. Just had to take it, put up to Prosper Utse, drops the ball. And another chance goes begging. There's 2 chances in 2 balls. Zimbabwe are going to be made to pay for that.
Hamilton Mazakadze has taken up the attack from the city ground end. He's bowling leg spinners now. They don't seem to be helping much. He's bowled only 1 over. He's gone for 6 runs in his very next ball. Too short. Just gets helped around by Nafees. Picks up 4 to a fine leg position. Moves under 73. Umpire Ian Howell calls for that. Brendan Taylor's whipped off the bails. Not sure. I don't think he can see. Umpire Russell Tippin will be the man to make the decision. Oh, he might well be out there. Not out's the call. Out is the call. Stop your innings. The red light. Umpire Russell Tippin's given it. If that was me, don't know if I would. Either way, Aftab Ahmed's walking off. Stamp Taylor, folded Sayer. Crowd are loving it. There's a long, long wait, an anxious one. And for Aftab Ahmed, to 24 minutes, he's gone for 6, 128 for 2. Sakibul Hussain is the new batsman. His first game of the series.
Big thing is, you got to say that one has just tickled around for one. We've got a nucleus of a team now. We've won a series here.
But from his other bowlers.
Hafiz strokes it. If he gets past Ireland, it won't. He was always going to go to his 100 there, but Anthony Ireland has saved it and stopped Hafiz going to his 100. Still a career best at this stage.
Hafiz outside the off stump when he's hitting the ball to the offside, he doesn't bring his bottom hand, which is his left hand, into play. But when he does it to the leg side, the bottom hand comes into play. That's when he tries to force it.
True. Good observation there. He's certainly played well today. Often left-handers do bring the right hand. That left hand through too quickly. That's why it splays off to the leg side. And there's an interesting fielding change. Leg side. Terence Duffin has moved into mid-wicket and Stuart Matikineri moved on out to deep square leg. 4 men in the ring on the offside. Trying to prevent Hafiz to be the 4th Bangladeshi to get a one-day international 100. Well bowled. Make him think. Was thinking it might be all the way up there. You can employ some more test tactics here. Don't have to be pitching the ball up. And
shows that's a mark of a guy who's bowling well. Look at the way he's controlling his bowling. Once the ball short, the ball is short. Changing length at any given time. Not just spraying it all over the place. Not having the control of the ball. Knowing what to do with the ball is the most important thing.
Batsman played it well. Got his hands down and out of the way. Maybe another bounce on off here. Hafiz slaps it through. It's going to go all the way to the boundary. Nobody on cover. And the 100 is celebrated. Hands aloft. He becomes the 4th Bangladeshi to get a one-day international 100. Embraces Shakib Hassan. That is the biggest innings that we've witnessed so far in this Bangkok Follow 2006. And the wounds will somewhat be covered of the series defeat. Good sportsmanship from Brendan Taylor, who himself helped his team to a victory. Well done, Shayan Hafiz.
Very well played. That's one thing we've been lacking the whole series. One top order batsman. Batting all the way through the innings.
That's one thing that we haven't seen. Good point. The top order batsmen haven't really helped their team through. The middle orders have been the ones to score the runs. The good thing about this is that the teams can learn and get better from here. First 100 after getting to 50 plus 5 times. It's going to be edge. It's going to be a tough chase for the man at third man. Not going to win it. 4 more and Ed Rainsford looks very disappointed, as well he should be. Unlucky. Can't quite defend that. And even more runs for Sakibul Hussain. 28 he moves to, or 45 balls. The second 4 to end. Hamilton Mazakata's over 187 for 2. And Blessing Mawere dispatched back to the city end for 4.
That's a good shot from a guy who's playing well. Feet on the up. Loose snap, as they call it. There we go again. Is that on the up? That's a good shot. Foot not across though, but good hands. Look at those hands. That's a good shot.
A lot of people just call that a slap. Not got his foot to the ball. His hands have just gone through it. Could be the end of the game yet. Not quite. Quite a few people were getting excited there. Bangladeshi fans will have something to be happy about. Bangladesh coach Deb Watmore, flanked by the two Pauls, will be very proud of this victory. For public out there, the two Pauls are the assistant coach and physio.